Welcome back to the Team O'Neill Rally School. I'm Wyatt, and what we're going to talk about today is how to jump a car. We're going to cover small jumps, big jumps, and jumps in corners. First of all, small jumps. If you just got a little skip in the road where you're going to go wheels up for a second, the biggest thing you need to worry about is just getting the car settled and accelerating through and over that jump. If the car's bouncing or rebounding and, flopping around when you take off, it's going to be ugly. So get it sorted out so that the car's in a nice steady state and you're accelerating as you go off of sort of the lip of the jump. If you were decelerating, when the nose goes off of that lip, you're going to nose down and go into a nosedive. If you need to check your speed, you want to do that well beforehand so that you do have that opportunity to be accelerating off of the lip, so to speak. The thing to do is obviously just find a nice small jump somewhere and work yourself up, building the speed up, building your comfort zone up so that you get pretty comfortable and confident. You're always going to be a little on the edge of your comfort zone, but as you get more and more used to it, it'll be easier and easier. Even if you take off as smoothly as you can, it might bounce a little on the landing. So just eyes way up, good hands, quick reactions on the throttle, drive out of it, and then do whatever you need to from there. As your speeds go up and the jumps get bigger and bigger, it's the same physics, it's just everything's a little bit more important. The worst case scenario is you chicken out at the last second and either brake check or lift a little and the car's gonna go into a nosedive. There is sort of the theory that in the air, accelerating will lift the nose in a car like it would on a motorcycle. Pastrana said that before. He's come through here and we'll take his word for it. He jumped his rally car 270 feet or whatever that was, so he's definitely the expert. Most practical car jumping scenarios, you're not going to have time to either brake or accelerate to adjust sort of the pitch of the car in the air. So the best thing you can do is just avoid that nosedive at all costs. You're going to handle these big jumps much differently if you're in more of a production-based car versus a full-on rally car or race car. You've probably seen the World Rally Championship, Finland. These guys are full throttle from the get-go, taking off in the air, bouncing off the rev limiter, landing full throttle, and they're gone. If you take a lower level rally car or certainly a street car and you try and jump it in the same fashion, you're gonna have troubles. Your wheel speed is gonna shoot way up. Your speedo is gonna go from 60 to 120 and red line and whatever. When you land, your drive line is going to be really unhappy with you, whether it's a drive shaft that snaps or a transmission that breaks or a motor mount or a transmission mount or anything, differentials. A full-on rally car is going to have really heavy-duty components and you're fine. Even on pavement, it'll take it. So production cars, a lot of people accelerate off the lip, lift a little in the air, and then start accelerating again as they land and drive out of that so the car is nice and stable. And that's just another question of knowing your vehicle. A Subaru like this might fly pretty straight. A front wheel drive car, all the weight's in the nose. They'll often nose down as you go over jumps. Before you get to that lip, you either check the brake a little or lift and then really accelerate to sort of help pop the nose up over things, just like you see people do on dirt bikes and mountain bikes and skis and snowboards and everything else. Get a little weight transfer forwards and then accelerate to help kind of boost the nose over different jumps in really nose heavy vehicles. As far as jumping in corners, if you can avoid it, just avoid it. But in rally cars, in a real competition environment, you'll see it happen all the time. It's just about getting your speed checked and getting your line right so that as you do go over that jump, you need to land on the road. So a very easy corner, it might just be take a line such that as the car leaves the ground, you'll land on the road. As you get into bigger jumps and or tighter corners, it's all just a game of planning ahead and committing to a good line. Once your wheels are off the ground, you've got no steering or brakes or throttle or anything. So whatever you've done up to that point, hopefully you've got it right. Get your speed checked, get the angle you need to, go off the jump as smoothly as you can on the throttle, and be ready with corrective action when you land. If you've got the appropriate line, 30-degree corner, you're 30 degrees of slide coming in, wheel straight, brake off, gas on, you're gonna have a decent time. But if you've got a 30-degree corner and you're 45 degrees sideways counter steering over this jump, hopefully you've got the skills to bail you out of that when you land. So really it's just a question of starting small, building up your comfort zone, feeling the car. Suspension adjustments can make a massive difference. As far as just your compression and rebound settings in a rally car, definitely if you've got a stage or a rally that has particularly big jumps, you're going to want to do your homework and tune the car for that. If this all sounds like a good time, but it's not worth the risk, give us a visit sometime at the Team O'Neill Rally School. You can come on out and jump our cars. If you've got any questions about this or anything else racing or rally related, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're into this sort of thing. It's been fun, and we'll catch you next time.